Heat and bond helps for writing labels. There's glue on one side, paper on one side. I usually use a piece of fabric from the front of the quilt. In this case, I'm going with the orange. On the back side of your fabric, put the glue side of the heat and bond. Lay it down and line it up. Smooth it a bit. And then press it carefully so that it sticks to the fabric. I am just making sure that the fabric is square and straight and the size that I want it, and then I'm trimming it up so that there's not leftover heat and bond hanging around on the outside of the edge of it. After sticking down the heat and bond to the wrong side of the fabric, I measured an inch all the way around so I wouldn't write in there, because I'm either going to turn it under a couple times and sew it to the back of the quilt once it's quilted, or I'm going to incorporate it into the backing. So either way I need room. And then I have drawn paper on the paper with the pencil just so I know where my marks are, and I'm going to go over my writing lines with Sharpie, so that when I put them on my light box and I write on this side, I can see the lines really good and I know where I'm going. My light box has a USB port for plugging into my laptop, like so, and those are the markers I use. My sister gave me those. You can see now what I mean, right? About the Sharpie line showing through? There we go. There's the label. I've covered up the name, but you can kind of see the writing. I just have to take this label now to the ironing board and just press it, because the pens get heat set. And then eventually I will figure out how I'm going to get it onto the backing of the quilt. The heat and bond is still on the back of the label I made, but I've drawn black lines across the corner, and I'm going to cut it off there just so when I fold it over before I iron it to the back of the quilt to sew on, there's not a whole lot of bulky fabric there. The label is pinned to the back of this Large Chops quilt and is ready for me to sew it on. I'll show you a little bit of that when I do it. Bring your threaded needle up through the back of the quilt just a little bit, and then through the edge of the label, and then give your knot a little tug so it pops through. Go to the left a bit from where you started, take a tiny stitch in the backing, and then come through just a little bit to the left into the label. I'll show you again. Tiny stitch there, tiny stitch back through the top of the label. Pull it tight. Ta-da! There we go. The Large Chops quilt is all done. I will be seeing my friend next week, and she can give it to her son. Whoa, all of a sudden the wind. Isn't that a cool backing? Even with the orange label, it still looks pretty good. And orange binding, of course.